The Kelowna Falcon tradition lives on. Where are they now?
In 2002, the Kelowna Falcons pitching staff was led by their ace, right-hander Jim Henderson, who was a workhorse on the mound. Jim has fond memories of his time here in Kelowna.
It was an experience of a lifetime. Kelowna is a great town, and it was kind of my first college summer team, so kind of a new experience to me, playing wooden bats and everything, and I just got a lot of experience out of it.
What made you come here?
It was kind of a last-second decision. I was looking for a place to play. A couple of my other high school players, they played in Bellingham that year, and I was hoping to get on them, but then last second the Falcons signed me. So
how did it help you take the next step in your career playing with the Falcons?
Tremendously, because it was a great team filled with a lot of great players, and the league's a good league, especially for Canada. So just the experience I got there was great, and it carried me on to my sophomore year of college, and I went on to have a great year my sophomore year. So I can really look back and say that the summer really helped me out.
So after that season, 2002, with the Falcons, where'd you go? What'd you do?
I was still in junior college in Midland, Texas. So I went and played there for my sophomore year, and then I transferred to a small school in Tennessee Wesleyan, and then I was drafted there by the Montreal Expos.
So that's got to be pretty cool, being a Canadian kid and being drafted by a Canadian team.
Yeah. As we know, the Expos are long gone now, but at the time it was pretty exciting. Only two Canadian teams, so to get picked up by one of them was great.
You got a chance to play with Baseball Canada or Team Canada. Talk about that experience, if you wouldn't mind.
I was waiting for a long time to play back on the senior team. I had some injuries that forced me to miss the Olympics, the World Baseball Classic, and stuff like that. And they asked me to play, but I had a few injuries, minor injuries here and there, and then the shoulder surgery. So I waited a long time to make this World Cup team just this past September, and then getting the opportunity to play in that was phenomenal. Going over to Italy and winning the bronze, which has never been done before by a Canadian team. So we made a little history in the process too.
What's the experience like playing baseball in another country, overseas, I should say? Maybe not necessarily in the States, but overseas. It
was different for sure. We played in Sweden our first round, and they received us really well. They built a brand new stadium for the tournament, and they had great fans, crowd. I think the fans are just kind of interested in the game itself. And then over in Italy, they kind of wanted to make the tournament known around the country. So we traveled pretty much the whole country and tried to hit every venue. So really tried to get baseball recognized in Italy at the same time with that World Cup. So that was also quite an experience to travel around Italy and see all the fans and the reception we got there.
Let's talk about the summer of 2010 now. You're back with the Milwaukee Brewers organization. You're in AA Huntsville Stars. Talk about that. Talk about the Huntsville organization.
It's good. The Brewers signed me this past year after I was released by the Cubs. They gave me kind of a second chance after my surgery, so I'm grateful for the organization, and Huntsville's a great town, and I'm really looking forward to this summer, either being in Huntsville or hopefully moving up the ranks to Nashville is the next step.
Have they talked to you about your progression and what the summer holds for you?
Well, I signed a AA, AAA contract with them. In professional baseball, it's kind of the AAA level. Just kind of depends on who they bring in for spring training and who sticks around. So whether I end up in AA or AAA, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm happy to be back on the mound after my surgery, like I said last year. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity again for 2010.
And one of your earliest starts in your career was with the Kelowna Falcons. What do you remember most about that summer of 2002, if I can take you back one more time to that?
Probably just the teammates. We had a great team. We had a great mix of players. We had a few players from UBC. I know a few Americans, and just a great mix of players. We all gelled really well. We had some success. Traveling was fun. Kind of the first time you kind of travel and play in front of a decent crowd at that age in my life, and just the team really gelled well, and noticing the guys made us feel like it's home.
Right-handed pitcher Jim Henderson, a Falcons star in the summer of 2002. Until next time, I'm Ryan Waters.